We're all pretty used to asking AI a question and getting a smart answer back. But what happens next? Well, it looks like we're heading into a whole new era where AI becomes something, well, a lot more fundamental. Not just a tool we use, but a partner that actually works with us.
This quote from the Tencent Research Institute just nails the big idea we're digging into. The whole relationship is shifting. AI is going from a tool we command to a partner that's right there with you, collaborating, understanding, and maybe even anticipating what you need before you do.
All right, so here's the game plan for this explainer. First, we'll look at AI's new brain and senses. Then, we'll cover the rise of these AI agents. And finally, we'll see what happens when AI steps into the real world, which brings us to what we're calling our symbiotic future. Okay, let's kick things off with the first piece of the puzzle. How AI is getting a major upgrade, getting way smarter and more perceptive than ever before. For a while there, the big goal for a lot of AI models was just to sound convincing, right? To chat in a way that felt plausible. But that's not the goal anymore. The new game is all about being right, producing answers that are verifiably, objectively correct.
So how are we making that leap? Well, a huge piece of the puzzle is a training method called RLVR. And the best way to think about it is like a super strict math teacher. The AI doesn't get points for showing its work or for sounding smart. Nope. It only gets the reward, the good grade, if it gets the final answer correct. This really forces the AI to build actual reasoning skills instead of just getting good at talking.
So you can see the difference, right? The old way, RLHF, that was all about making a chatbot we liked talking to. It was subjective. But this new way, RLVR, it's about facts. It's objective. And that is the key that lets AI move past just chatting and start solving some really tough problems in science, engineering, and medicine with accuracy we can actually count on. And it's not just about being a better problem solver. AI is also getting a whole new set of senses. We're talking about models that are natively multimodal, meaning they can see, hear, and read all at once inside one single system. This is leading to incredible things, like voice models that can speak with real emotion, and get this, maybe even understand your emotional state just from the sound of your voice. That opens up a whole new world of empathetic interaction. Okay, so we've got an AI with a better brain, better senses, but what's it actually going to do with all that? And that question leads us straight into our next chapter. The rise of the AI agent, your new proactive partner.
And this is where we see a really powerful kind of mind-blowing concept, the LifeOS. We're not just talking about an assistant you ask to set a timer. No, imagine an AI that's literally the operating system for your life. A true partner that learns your goals, your habits, and actually helps you navigate your day proactively.
And this progression here really maps out the journey perfectly. We all started with AI as a basic tool, right? You ask it to do one thing. Then it became an assistant, like Siri, that could handle a few steps. Right now we're at that partner stage, where it starts suggesting things. But the end game, that could be the full-on LifeOS, an AI that doesn't just react, but actually anticipates what you need and helps optimize things for you. And listen, this isn't just about our personal lives. This intelligence as a service idea is basically creating digital employees for entire industries. Just think about it. An agent in finance that can churn through thousands of risk documents automatically. Or an agent in healthcare sifting through patient records to flag potential diagnoses. Or one on a factory floor, watching the production line and tweaking quality control in real time. They're becoming active, essential parts of the whole operation. Okay, this brings us to our third act. And this is where it all starts to feel like sci-fi, but it's not. I mean, a smart, proactive AI partner is a huge deal. But what happens when that intelligence gets a physical body? We're about to see AI jump from the world of bits and bytes into the world of atoms. And this quote right here, it signals a massive, massive shift. A lot of us remember that moment when language models like GPT-2 just suddenly became shockingly good. It showed everyone what was possible. Well, the idea here is that we are at that exact same tipping point right now, but for embodied intelligence. AI that can actually move around and interact with the physical world. So how does an AI even learn to do that, to act in the real world? It really boils down to a total shift in how it sees the world. Your classic language AI, it thinks in tokens, basically pieces of words. But this new spatial AI thinks in voxels. And you could just think of a voxel as a 3D pixel. So it's not just predicting the next word anymore, it's predicting how to move in 3D space. It's a huge leap from being able to chat to being able to act. And the places we're going to see this pop up? Oh, they're everywhere. It's the tech that will let robots finally see and handle objects like we do. It'll let self-driving cars build a really rich 3D picture of what's around them. And it's going to power the mixed reality and smart cities we've been hearing about for years, seamlessly blending the digital and physical worlds.
And just so we're crystal clear, this is not some far-off sci-fi fantasy. 1,000, that's the number. That's the planned initial production run for humanoid robots from several top companies. We are moving out of the lab and onto the assembly line. This is happening right now.
All right, so let's tie all of this together. We've seen the brain get smarter. We've seen it become a proactive partner, and now we're seeing it get a body. So what does all this really mean for us?
It's really a three-step story. First, the brain got smarter, right? It went from just sounding right to actually being right. Second, that new intelligence got a job as a proactive partner, an agent that helps us out. And now, that partner's getting a body, so it can act in the real world alongside us.
Which leaves us with this final thought. The move towards AI as a symbiotic partner, it really feels like it's happening. It feels almost inevitable at this point. So the debate is changing. The question isn't really if this is our future anymore. The real question is how. How are we going to build this shared future together?